Okay, so imagine this. You've got this stack of articles, and they're all about these new AI models.
Yeah.
OpenAI's O3 Mini and DeepSeek R1.
Right.
And you want like the inside scoop.
The breakdown.
Yeah, we're going to break down like the benchmarks, comparisons, and what it all means. Like for you, imagine having your own AI assistant
Okay.
that can code for you,
Yeah.
solve those tricky puzzles, even help you like think through those really tough problems. That's the level we're talking about here.
Yeah. It's a fascinating time
Yeah.
to be following AI development.
Absolutely.
And this comparison between O3 Mini and DeepSeek R1, it has really captured everyone's attention.
For sure.
Yeah.
First up, we got these live bench scores.
Okay.
Think of live bench as like an obstacle course for AI.
Okay.
The global average scores show O3 Mini slightly ahead at 73.94,
Okay.
with DeepSeek R1 trailing at 71.38.
So pretty close.
Pretty close, right?
Yeah. But the real story emerges when you like dig into the specific skills tested.
Okay.
For instance, O3 Mini blew the competition away
Right.
in reasoning, scoring 89.58 versus DeepSeek R1's 83.17.
So if you're picturing yourself using AI
Right.
to help research complex topics, analyze arguments, or even craft that perfect persuasive email,
Yeah.
O3 Mini's reasoning abilities could be a game changer.
Precisely.
Wow.
And it doesn't stop there.
Okay.
When it comes to coding, O3 Mini pulled ahead again with a score of 82.74,
Okay.
leaving DeepSeek R1 at 66.74.
Okay, hold up. An AI that can code? That's both mind-blowing and a little unsettling.
That's the nature of progress, isn't it?
Okay.
But before we crown O3 Mini the winner,
Okay.
let's look at math.
Okay.
In this arena, DeepSeek R1 actually surpasses O3 Mini with a score of 79.54 to 65.65.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So maybe if your work involves like heavy-duty calculations, like financial modeling,
Yeah.
or data analysis, DeepSeek R1 might be the better choice.
That's one possible takeaway.
Yeah, okay.
It highlights the importance of understanding which tool excels at which task. Choosing the right AI for the job is crucial.
Totally.
Yeah.
No one wants to bring a hammer to a jigsaw puzzle party.
Exactly.
Now, O3 Mini did have a slight edge in areas like data analysis and language.
Right.
But there's this IF average score where O3 Mini hit 84.36.
Yeah.
And that's pretty significant.
The IF average gives us a sense of like overall intelligence, how well a model can perform across a variety of tasks, not just specialized ones.
Got it.
For you, this translates to O3 Mini potentially being a more versatile AI assistant, able to tackle a wider range of tasks you throw its way.
So far, it seems like O3 Mini might be the well-rounded overachiever, while DeepSeek R1 shows some real promise in specific areas.
Right.
But we're not just talking about general skills here. These articles delve into some really interesting benchmarks, like the NYT connections puzzles.
Right.
You know, those brain-bending word games.
Yeah.
Well, O3 Mini aced them with a score of 72.4.
Wow.
While DeepSeek R1 lagged behind at 54.4.
It's remarkable to see an AI model navigate something as nuanced as the NYT connections puzzle, recognizing patterns and making creative leaps. It's not just brute force computation.
Right.
There's a glimmer of something more there.
It's almost as if the AI is grabbing the Sunday paper and actually enjoying those word games, right?
Right.
But it gets even more intriguing.
Okay.
There's this benchmark called Humanity's Last Exam, designed to test for artificial general intelligence.
Oh, wow.
You're talking about AI that can truly think like a human.
This test pushes the boundaries of what we consider intelligent behavior.
Right.
And the results are fascinating.
Okay.
O3 Mini had higher accuracy, scoring 13%, compared to DeepSeek R1's 9.4%. Okay. However, DeepSeek R1 demonstrated better calibration, meaning it's more aware of its own limitations.
So does this mean DeepSeek R1 is more humble in a way?
You could say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Knowing when you don't know something
seems
like a pretty valuable trait, even for an AI.
It raises an interesting philosophical question about the nature of intelligence, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Is it better to be right more often or to have a more realistic sense of your own knowledge?
That's pretty deep.
Yeah.
But let's not forget about the practicalities.
Okay.
These articles also highlight a crucial difference in how these models were developed. DeepSeek R1 is open source,
Right.
meaning anyone can tinker with it,
Yeah.
modify it, make it their own.
This open source approach has the potential to unlock a wave of innovation.
For sure.
Allowing developers worldwide to customize DeepSeek R1 for specific tasks and contribute to its evolution. It's a community-driven approach to AI.
It sounds almost like a giant open source project, like a Linux for AI enthusiasts.
Exactly.
But O3 Mini, as with most of OpenAI's creations, is a closed system.
Right.
They're keeping their cards close to the vest on this one.
This difference in accessibility has significant implications for how these models might be used and adapted in the future.
Absolutely.
Open source promotes transparency and collaboration,
Right.
while a closed model might offer more control and potentially greater stability.
And let's not forget about cost. If you're planning on putting these AI models to work, DeepSeek R1 comes out ahead in affordability, especially for those who need to use them at scale.
Yeah.
We're talking 0.16 per million cached input tokens and 2.13 per million output tokens for DeepSeek R1.
Okay.
In contrast, O3 Mini costs 0.555 per million for input tokens and 4.4 some suits per million for output tokens. That difference in price can be a major factor, especially if you're using these models for large-scale projects. So DeepSeek R1 seems to be the budget-conscious option.
It seems that way.
But before we get too carried away, let's bring in the expert opinion.
All right.
These articles are all based on the analysis of Mehul Gupta. And he's got some interesting thoughts on this AI showdown.
Mehul brings a wealth of knowledge to the table. And his takeaways are worth considering. He points out that O3 Mini generally outperforms DeepSeek R1 in most areas, especially reasoning, coding, and overall versatility.
He acknowledges DeepSeek R1's strengths in math and calibration. But then he leaves us with this thought-provoking question. So what would you prefer, DeepSeek R1 or O3 Mini?
It's a question that forces you to weigh the various factors at play, performance, accessibility, cost, and consider what matters most to you in the ever-evolving landscape of AI.
It's a decision point that highlights just how much the world of AI is changing.
For sure.
We're not just talking about theoretical models anymore. These are tools that are becoming increasingly powerful and accessible.
Absolutely. It really does make you wonder what the future holds.
It's like we're on the verge of something huge, but we're not quite sure what it is yet.
What strikes me is how this competition between O3 Mini and DeepSeek R1 goes beyond just comparing two AI models. It reflects two different philosophies about AI development.
You're right. On one side, you have OpenAI pushing the boundaries of what AI can achieve, but often with a bit of secrecy surrounding their methods.
And on the other, you have DeepSeek, advocating for open access and collaboration, inviting the world to participate in shaping AI's future.
It's like two paths diverging in the woods. And we're not quite sure which one leads to a brighter future.
Precisely with a closed model, like O3 Mini.
You might see faster development, focused progress, driven by a single entity.
But an open source model like DeepSeek R1 has the potential to spark a whole ecosystem of AI tools and applications with people from all over contributing their ideas and expertise.
It's a classic debate in the tech world, control versus collaboration. And the implications go far beyond just the technical aspects.
You mean like the ethical considerations?
Absolutely. Open source AI could democratize access to these incredibly powerful tools, making them available to researchers, developers, even hobbyists around the globe. But it also raises concerns about misuse, doesn't it?
That's a good point. What happens if someone with less than noble intentions gets their hands on this technology?
Exactly.
It's a bit like handing out the blueprints for a nuclear reactor without any safety guidelines.
A valid concern indeed. That's why the conversation about open versus closed AI
needs to involve everyone, not just the engineers and developers.
It's a societal issue, not just a technological one.
Exactly. Finding the right balance between innovation and responsibility is crucial. And this leads us back to the concept of artificial general intelligence, or AGI, that we discussed earlier.
The idea of an AI that can truly think and learn like a human.
Do these new models bring us closer to that reality? It's a question that's on a lot of people's minds.
I mean, if an AI can solve NYT puzzles, and hold its own on a test designed to measure human intelligence, where do we go from there?
Yeah.
It's both exciting and a little terrifying.
We're definitely seeing significant progress.
Yeah.
But true AGI is still a complex and multifaceted goal.
It's not just about raw processing power or acing a test, is it?
Yeah.
It's about understanding context, nuance, emotions, all the things that make us human.
Precisely. AGI, if we ever achieve it, will require a deeper understanding of consciousness, creativity, and perhaps even morality.
Those are some heavy concepts.
Yeah.
But it makes you realize that this conversation about AI isn't just about lines of code and algorithms.
It's about what it means to be human.
Wow.
And what kind of future we want to create with these powerful tools at our disposal.
It's about shaping a future where AI enhances our lives, not dictates them.
And that's why Mehul Gupta's question resonates so deeply. So what would you prefer? DeepSeek R1 or O3 Mini?
Yeah. It's not just about picking a winner in some AI popularity contest.
It's about deciding what values we want to prioritize in the development and deployment of these technologies.
Do we want accessibility and transparency, even if it means greater potential for misuse?
Or do we prefer controlled development, potentially at the cost of slower progress and limited access?
These are questions that deserve careful consideration.
They do.
Because the choices we make today will have a ripple effect far into the future.
And they'll shape the relationship between humans and AI for generations to come.
You know, listening to all this, it's clear that this isn't just some abstract tech debate.
No, it's not.
It's a conversation that touches on some of the most fundamental questions. About humanity and our place in the world.
Absolutely.
It's about who we are, what we value, and what kind of future we want to build.
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing to think that these AI models,
I know, right?
DeepSeek R1 and O3 Mini, are just the tip of the iceberg.
We're really just scratching the surface of what's possible with AI, and that's both exciting and a bit daunting.
For sure. We've talked about benchmarks, open source versus closed systems, even touched on the philosophy of AI. But what does all this mean for us in our everyday lives? That's what I'm really curious about.
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
How will these advancements actually impact the way we live, work, and interact with the world?
I mean, we're already seeing AI becoming more integrated into our lives. From personalized recommendations to voice assistants.
For sure.
But these new models, with their advanced capabilities, could take things to a whole new level.
Imagine having an AI assistant that can not only manage your schedule, but also help you brainstorm ideas for that next big project.
Wow.
Or even tutor your kids in subjects they're struggling with.
It's like having a super smart, always-on helper by your side.
Exactly.
And in the workplace, AI could automate even more complex tasks, freeing up human workers to focus on more creative and strategic endeavors.
Think about fields like healthcare and scientific research. AI could help us analyze massive data sets, leading to faster breakthroughs in disease prevention, drug discovery, and who knows what else.
The possibilities seem endless.
Limitless.
But as with any powerful tool, we need to be mindful of how AI is developed and used.
Absolutely.
It's not just about the technology itself.
It's about the choices we make as a society.
We need to ensure that AI aligns with our values and is used for good, not for harm.
For sure.
It's a responsibility that falls on all of us.
Yeah.
Not just the tech companies creating these models.
Policymakers, researchers, everyday citizens.
Yeah.
We all have a role to play in shaping the future of AI.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of O3 Mini and DeepSeek R1, I want to leave you with one final thought to ponder.
As you go about your day, consider the potential impact of AI on your life, your work, your creative pursuits.
On what aspects of this AI competition resonate most with you?
What kind of future do you envision for AI?
The future is being written right now.
It is.
And your choices, your voice matter more than ever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Thanks for joining us on this exploration of the fascinating and ever-evolving world of AI.
My pleasure.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.